Okay, so for this one, we're going with the red band. If it's a little bit too difficult, you can drop to the yellow. If it's too easy, we go to the black, but always stick with the in between, not too hard at the start because you have to progress somewhere. So standing with the legs, we're going to use the chair. We're also going to be sitting as well, but let me show you how it's done. So taking the red band, we're going to loop it around the bottom of the chair. Now, because there's no weight on this chair, we're going to have to keep the weight down on the back of the chair. Okay, so I'm going to put my leg in through it as well. So closest leg. Now, if I move, the chair moves. So I'm going to get my weight and lean down on that chair. So I'm creating the resistance, okay? If you feel like it's not stable enough, you can use a table. First thing, we're going to stand with the leg that's bound a little to the front and a bit of resistance on it, so I can feel a tiny pull. And what we'll do is we'll bring the leg across the body, okay? Now, chair moves. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, really push down. 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so that's for in here. A little bit of strength. Next, what we'll do is we'll turn to face the chair. Again on the heel. Weight on the back of the chair, and we're going to kick back the way. 1, 2, 3. Again, keep those hips as steady as possible. Try not to leave them rotate. Okay, you want to keep them steady. So all that's moving is that leg. Well done. And you should feel this one in the bum. This leg, first of all, that you're standing on, but in the thigh at the back and the bottom of the leg that you're working. So the same with the other leg then, you just swap the band over. Another one we can do that I didn't show you for that leg is when you swap the band over, you can do your abduction. 2, 3, 4. We should feel it here. Right about here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I reckon if we put some weight on that chair, weight it down somehow, we won't have to worry about it moving like that too much. As well as that then, band around the knees. Or the ankles, if you prefer. You can go to the ankles first. And we're literally going to do our squats while pushing out against the band. Steps as well, so little steps with a little squat. So bending the knees, stepping side to side. Just like so. Tightening and toning all this outside. Little shuffles. Now this one is not comfortable, but it does the job. Then we're going to come to the chair and sit. Bring the band up around the knees. So again, the lighter bands would roll more when you put them up on the knees. Okay, sitting up nice and tall at the edge of our chair. Pushing against those bands, okay? So you can keep your feet together to start with and push. So you'll feel that all in the outside. Nice and tall again, don't forget that pelvic tilt and core hold. And push out. So if my feet are together, my knees are just apart and pushing against that band. Lovely. Okay, so after that one, you're going to want your stretches. Don't forget that one where you put your leg up behind you. That one is really good. Quad stretch. If you can, get your knee up on your lap like that, and you can push the knee, the top of the knee just down a little bit. Okay, so you should feel a little stretch in here as well. So catching the leg, bringing it up. Your leg might be here, and that's okay. Wherever that mobility is, we're working on extending it a bit more. So just a little push and hold. Lovely. You could also sit back on your chair, bring that leg up, this one will be fun, and lift the other leg. We won't do that one. That'll work on the floor later. Lovely one for the bum. And let's see. Oh, quad stretch on the chair if you want it. So sitting to the side, hanging off the edge. You always have to loosen the string. Outside leg up on the ball of your foot and slide it back. Hips forward. Push that hip forward. That's lovely for that hip flexor. You can also up on the ball of your toe and slide the foot back. That one's even nicer. Again, mobility of your back and mobility of your hip are going to be a factor there. So work with what you have. Even that movement is great. If you can get it back a little bit further than 90 degrees, we're moving forward, and then change sides. So sitting up tall, I've most of my bum on the chair and this leg is hanging off. I'm going to slide the leg back and stretch. Up on the toes, back and stretch. That's lovely. Okay, hamstrings then on the chair as well you can do. So slide this chair back, one foot out, toes pointed up the way, and we're going to walk our fingers down our leg. Trying to get our belly and our chest as close to the thigh as possible. So it doesn't have to be all the way down here with your arms. It's more about getting the upper body close to the thigh. Really pull up those toes and you'll feel it in the back of the thigh. Possibly your lower back as well. Change legs, slide the leg forward. Hinge forward from the waist. That one was much tighter for me because as soon as I did it, I felt it there. When you do a stretch, if you can, hold the stretch for 30 seconds or so. Then, while still holding it, so we want kind of a good minute on the stretch for it to work. While still holding it, we take a breath in through the nose, and as we breathe out to the mouth, we try and reach a tiny bit further. Lovely. So see the way my shoulders are level there? In order to stretch that side, the shoulder, if I'm rotated too much, I won't feel it. So make sure you drop the shoulder on the same side as the leg you're stretching. Okay, give those a go. Let me know how you get on.